we have an effective vaccine, and unless something very unexpected happens, our viral enemy will be with us for many months and possibly many years.
Even with some limitations being lifted, it's possible that life will not return to normal until a vaccine is widely available. Scientists around the world are rushing to make that happen, and one promising treatment is being tested right here in the metro. Investigative reporter Angie Riccono takes a closer look at a DNA vaccine invented by a doctor from Kansas.
20 patients in Kansas City have already gotten this vaccine, and now they're getting their second shot or their booster shot. The hope is that this works and then can be fast-tracked for the rest of us.
Get a little tiny stick. Now this may burn a little bit.
Dawn and her son Jared are testing out a possible COVID-19 vaccine.
Okay, let me get your neck comfortable.
They read out everything and explain it really clearly, so it feels pretty safe. So I'm really not too worried about it.
Okay, I'm not going to feel a thing here. We got the smallest needle in Kansas City.
They know the importance globally,
All righty.
but their reason is very personal.
I have a son and a sister who have an autoimmune disease, and I just worry about their future.
Everyone involved understands what's at stake.
Tremendously important. The most important thing I can think of. Okay.
Dr. John Irvin directly oversees the trial in Kansas and gives patients the injections. He's familiar with testing.
Now comes the fun part.
And amazed with the accelerated pace for COVID-19 trials.
It's been like an unbelievably short period of time that they've been able to jump on this, which is just amazing.
The vaccine he's currently testing is from Innovo. It's in the first phase of its trial.
We are very optimistic in getting to a very safe and potentially effective vaccine from our testing.
Dr. Joseph Kim created the vaccine. He's from Salina, Kansas, now working in Pennsylvania. His method is different from other vaccines, which use live or dead virus. This only uses DNA. He calls it a safer and more modern vaccine. The hope is a patient would develop their own antibodies in response to the DNA and then have full protection when they come in contact with the virus.
Our bodies then just react to that, and the immune system recognizes and generates very strong antibody and T-cell immune responses, both of which are very important for protecting the person from an actual virus attack.
He created this DNA vaccine within 3 hours of China releasing the genetic sequence of COVID-19.
We were able to jump on this from day one.
That's because his vaccine is closely modeled after the MERS vaccine he's been working on for years. Current trials show the effectiveness of that DNA vaccine is greater than 90%.
You know, it's a massive job to give this vaccine. Our military is now being mobilized, so at the end of the year, we're going to be able to give it to a lot of people very, very rapidly.
Mr. President, are you prepared to use the military against U.S. citizens?
Justice, not chaos. This is our mission, and we will succeed.
When we are successful, and we will be, we have a real chance at this new world order.
100% we will succeed.
I've been praying for wisdom from God for a long time and for truth. And sometimes God will put songs in my head, and when I look them up, they have a message and he wants to tell me something. Well, last night I was sitting on the balcony outside and this song popped into my head. I just remembered like something like hypnotize me, dun something like that. I could barely remember it and I didn't really know what the words were, but I went online and I tried to look it up and I found out it was a Katy Perry song called Extraterrestrial. Okay guys, you guys have to see the video. And I heard the lyrics and oh my gosh, it just confirmed a lot of stuff that I already kind of felt in my heart was true. You guys don't know this, but before I became a Christian, I used to study aliens. I used to I kind of fell for that crap. I used to think aliens were here to help us and all that. And I studied it a lot. So anyway, God started showing me that they were actually demonic and they're fallen angels. And that's kind of how I came to believe in Jesus, actually. That's part of my journey. But anyways, this video pretty much confirms everything I've been thinking, that the Antichrist is going to appear as supposedly an alien here from a different planet to save us or whatever, you know? And he's going to contradict Jesus, of course. And, you know, the Bible says most of the world's going to fall for it. So if you watch this video, it pretty much confirms it. You have to see it, guys. So it says right here, she says, you're so hypnotizing. Could you be the devil? Could you be an angel? So we know the Antichrist is going to be the devil. He's a fallen angel.
So hypnotizing. Could you be the devil? Could you be an angel?
And then she goes on to say, you're not like the others, futuristic lovers, different DNA.
You're not like the others, futuristic lovers. Different DNA. They don't understand you. Yeah.
Okay, so I don't know if you guys know this, but in the time of Noah, the fallen angels were having sex with humans, and so they literally did have different DNA. Also, when people get the mark of the beast, it's literally going to change their DNA, and they're not going to be able to be saved because they're not going to be like human anymore. And so if you take a look at this video, God, it's just so much symbolism. Like, okay, well, let me just go on here. So then she says, you're from a whole other world, a different dimension. Oh yeah, we know Satan's from a different dimension. These aliens claim to be from, different planets. They're from a different dimension.
From the heart of the world, a different dimension.
And then she says, you open my eyes and I'm ready to go. Lead me into the light. Oh yes, we know Lucifer is the bearer of light, the false light. The Bible says, for Satan masquerades as an angel of light.
You open my eyes and I'm ready to go. Lead me into the light.
Then she says, infect me with your love and fill me with your poison. Take me, want to be a victim, ready for abduction. It's supernatural, extraterrestrial. Okay, so then what's really creepy is if you watch the video here, I'll show you the part. Okay, so her eyes start to become like reptile eyes. And I've seen lots of videos that talk about like when people get the mark of the beast, their eyes are they're pretty much going to be possessed. And some people even said like they're going to become like a different DNA, like reptilians or something like that. So this whole video, it just seems to confirm that yes, the Antichrist is going to appear as a quote-unquote alien, extraterrestrial. They're already brainwashing us with the movies to like accept an alien appearing. Plus, I used to study New Age crap, and they used to say that the aliens were going to reveal themselves and soon. So yeah, just be ready for this whole alien deception. And of course, we know the Bible says the Antichrist is going to have supernatural powers to deceive the masses. And so just be ready, guys, because I do feel like this in my heart, like this is going to happen. The government's going to come out and say, oh, here are these aliens, they're here to help us, blah blah blah, and it's all lies because it is part of the great deception. And yes, they're going to have the mark of the beast and they're going to make it look cool. They already have the microchip out, by the way, don't get it. And but when people get that microchip, it changes their DNA, so they're not really human anymore. They're not savable anymore. They're not redeemable anymore. The Bible says they're eternally damned because it pollutes their DNA.
Alien, Thierry Mugler.
I have the potential to imagine the unimaginable. Think the unthinkable. See the unseeable. With the arsenal of the world's leading technology at my fingertips, I now have the ability to invent the uninventable. Rebranding into its future, Intel has enlisted House of Gaga to collaborate on a project that will showcase technology through creativity at the highest level. Our partnership will culminate in a performance that inspires to remind the world of the seed of innovation, the wizard behind the curtain, the mind behind the machine.
And I know that you can feel it too, feel it too, feel it too.
We walked arm in arm, but I didn't feel his touch. The desire I'd first tried to hide, that tingling inside, was gone. And when he asked me, "Do you still love me?" I had to look away. shared. It's all blackened out. When you love so long.
Beware of Angels. Angel by Thierry Mugler, the eau de parfum.
Haven't you seen them?
Bye.